Warning, I'm trying something new. I'm using a laptop camera to see if this is an improvement. Second warning is I am reading from a script. Does that tell you how bad it really is? In reference to coronavirus, let's compare the two primary competing theories. The first says that the US Air Force created the virus by splicing it with HIV. A Canadian researcher smuggled it to China, where it was tested on bats. The bats were then sold to a wet market, where they were sold as meat, all because the globalists wanted to kill off half the human population. The second theory is that Iran grew a few ounces worth of the virus, dumped it into a bat soup, more likely an egg soup, in a restaurant a couple blocks from a known biohazard laboratory to scuttle China's trade deal with the US and by proxy everyone else. My only physical evidence is that Iran's deputy minister for health tested positive for the virus, with 20 Iranian deaths to date, almost as many as everyone else combined, in a country where there should be 0 cases, and that the stock market slid caused by reduced trade between the US and China in the wake of the spread of the virus. The populist theory is evidenced by the transit of US citizens via a half-dozen US Air Force bases en route to 4 hospitals, presence of HIV and COVID-19 where the RNA in question would be suspicious only by its absence, a Chinese researcher at a US university who was in fact arrested for receiving money that he tried to hide, that wet markets exist in China and everywhere else, elsewhere, including the United States, and that globalists do exist. If killing half the world's population was the motive, they failed badly. You tell me which theory is less believable. I have some other observations on globalists, but I'll have to wait for this crisis to pass over. In the meantime, keep calm and mandatory carry on.